Hello guys, it's Salvajee. In this video I'm going to be talking to you guys about why I gave up on Anthem, why I don't really upload any Anthem videos anymore. The gameplay you guys are seeing in the background is from the game Fortnite Save the World. Still to this day the best PvE game that I have ever played because it has a meaningful progression system. It gets content every single week. It gets brand new quest lines added every couple of months, and pretty much is the most satisfying grinding slash progression type game that I have ever played. So if you're interested in an actual good PvE game, if you're interested on a PvE game where the developers actually listen and communicate with the community, then you might want to get Save the World. Let's talk about why I gave up on Anthem. So I thought Anthem was going to have a great story. I mean, it was made and worked on by Bioware, right? The people behind Star Wars The Old Republic, Mass Effect, and Dragon Age. Now, maybe every single person that talked to me about Dragon Age and Mass Effect was lying to me. They were talking to me about how complex the stories are in Mass Effect and Dragon Age, but in Anthem, this was not the case at all whatsoever. In fact, the main villain in the Anthem storyline has an extremely shitty backstory, and a lot of NPCs, again, NPCs, have a way better backstory than the villain. What the hell? I can also summarize the entire Anthem main storyline in one sentence. Here it is. Spoiler alert, I guess, if you even care. But here's the entire Anthem storyline summarized in one sentence. You go to this place, you get fucked up. A couple of years pass. You return to this place, you fuck up the bad guy. That's it. And your friend betrays you along the way, which was pretty much very predictable. That's it. That's the Anthem storyline summarized in one sentence, and one of the main reasons why I just quit Anthem. I was just completely disappointed with the storytelling that Anthem had. Second nail in the coffin, loot and progression. The loot in Anthem is garbage. Alright, I got so tired of running Grandmaster 3 missions and getting purple loot over and over and over again. And not just getting small amounts of purple loot, like a lot of purple loot. I just couldn't take it anymore. The fact that the loot and progression system was extremely trash also led to a lot of players actually quitting the game, which led to a point where I was playing Grandmaster 3 and Grandmaster 2 missions with 1 or 2 teammates. Since the loot and progression system was also extremely terrible, that also meant that when I was doing Grandmaster 3 missions, the enemies were melting me and I was basically tickling them. Because since progression is mathematically against you in Anthem, something that has been proven multiple times by the community, you basically can't get any good loot that is going to help you make progress towards your builds. If you can't make progress towards your builds and actually make your builds better, then there's no point of playing Grandmaster 3. And I don't want to grind Grandmaster 1 missions for an entire month just to have a legendary javelin. And a little bit of a side note here, having a legendary javelin in Anthem doesn't mean shit, because it's not about having a legendary javelin. It's about having a legendary javelin that is actually good for your build and makes your build better. But since progression is non-existent in the game, even having a legendary javelin is completely useless, right? Because Grandmaster 1 content was easy as shit. So I was basically stuck in a situation. I can grind Grandmaster 1 content and not even enjoy the game because I'm one-shotting everything. Or I can get my ass beat on Grandmaster 3 by myself with another teammate that isn't even correctly leveled for Grandmaster 3 content activities. So, yep, that was pretty much another reason, like the biggest reason why I gave up on Anthem. The developers, I don't know what they're doing, man. Like, I really don't know what they're doing. Since day one that this game came out, people have been given multiple feedback, like so much feedback and data on how garbage the progression system is in the game. And now with the upcoming Cataclysm update, they're not even making progression better. They're just making loot have a higher power level, which basically means that when people reach the threshold, they're gonna realize, oh shit, that's right, I can't make any progress towards my builds because the stats, the inscriptions, the perks, whatever they're freaking called in Anthem, man, right? You're getting like 2% more damage, 15% more damage, even 45% more damage for a Grandmaster 3 build is complete trash. Alright? So again, the developers are updating the game, and instead of changing the biggest problems with the game, they're not even doing that. And most importantly, man, I don't even want to talk about the Cataclysm. You know, they hyped up the Cataclysm so much. It doesn't even look clear to E3. Like, apparently the Cataclysm was gonna be this crazy storm you were gonna jump into and shit, and then you were gonna get into the Cataclysm area. And basically what we got for the Cataclysm area, it's basically just an area that has a blue screen, and there's just gonna be really strong winds, and that's it. So basically, it's the game when it's raining and when it has a lot of wind, but you just have to put a blue transparent bag over your freaking PC monitor. When I saw that Cataclysm gameplay, I was like, are you serious, Bioware? Are you freaking... Dude, I don't even want to make this video to talk shit on the game, man. I'm really just spitting facts out here. You know what I mean? I had such high hopes for Anthem, and I was gonna cover that game hardcore, man. You know, like, guys, look at my Anthem guides, man. Look at my build guides. I had the best build guides on YouTube, in my opinion. They were so detailed, so many gameplay examples, so much depth into my build guides. But then I realized I can't even make build guides because there's no progression in this game. And last but not least, and one of the reasons why I just quit Anthem, the developers just treat the audience like shit. Zero communication, next to no communication. We don't even get any sort of communication at all whatsoever for the things that the community is highly concerned about at all. And most importantly also, of course, let's talk about the fact that they don't even address the biggest issues in the game, like progression. All right. They also said that over the next couple of months, you know, they said this like 2 months ago or 3 months ago, that they were going to be fixing loot. The game has been out for almost 5 months, and progression and loot is still complete garbage. So that's why I don't really waste my time playing Anthem again. And honestly, you shouldn't even get Anthem, man. You know, don't get Anthem. Don't support a developer that basically half-assed a game and made the game mechanics into a way that is going to hold back progression so that you keep coming back to their shitty game. Instead of supporting Anthem, instead of supporting Bioware, which basically delivered this terrible game, why don't you support Fortnite Save the World, which is the best PvE game that I have ever played, with the best grinding mechanics that I have ever experienced in any PvE game. I'm talking Destiny 1, Destiny 2, Division. And I just want to point out, this is my last statement when it comes down to Anthem. You know, people always be like, well, when Destiny 1 came out, you know, when Division 1 came out, when Division 2 came out, wah. Look, Destiny 1, 3 months after it's released, the loot problem and the progression problem was fixed with the Dark Below. Alright, Anthem has been 5 months in and the loot and progression is still ass. And I don't even want to get started when it comes down to how toxic the Anthem community is. Like, you go into the Anthem game subreddit and it's people just constantly dropping crazy critical feedback posts on how shit the game is and how they can improve loot. And again, Bioware doesn't even take any of that feedback. Like, it's not toxic, right? It's people dropping good feedback, but the point is, the game is so ass that the community has gotten so toxic. This video is a perfect example. Look at how toxic I'm being. I'm just kidding. I'm not being toxic. I'm just being fucking real. Anthem fucking sucks. And I hope that one day it gets really, really good so that I can play the game that I actually paid money to play, man. See y'all on the next one. That's why I quit Anthem. And if you're an Anthem subscriber and you want to unsubscribe, go ahead, man. It's all Gucci.